Mr. Vincent, okay.
Okay, good morning to everybody who's just joined us. We're just waiting another minute or so for the rest of the people to join. I see we have 70 people so far, and that number just keeps climbing. So let's just wait one more minute for everybody to join.
Okay. Xin được xin. 怎么突然就没声了？对呀，我没动啊。
Okay. Good morning, everybody. Thank you, Brushali. Good morning, everybody. I'd like to welcome you all. And today we're talking about the RapNet China Marketplace. And with me too is Alice Chen and Vincent Su, who are our Chinese partners. And we will be talking about how we can help you do more business in China and how the whole system works. I do not want to spend a long time today. I think we can talk very clearly and talk about business. And so without any further ado, I'm going to begin the discussion. What is the RapNet China Marketplace? Let me talk about a little bit about what we're going to do today. It's going to be a very short agenda. I'm going to give a little bit of an introduction to the RapNet China Marketplace, which is hosted at rapnetbuy.com. We're going to talk about why we're launching this new website. Alice and Vincent will introduce themselves. They are going to be the people driving the platform forward in China. We'll talk about how does it work, what are the costs and fees of participation, and then we'll go on to any questions and discussion. Should you have any questions you want to ask, if you look at the bottom of your screen, there'll be a Q&A button. If you just press that Q&A button, you can type any questions you want, and I'll make sure to answer them by the end of the session for sure. If there's anybody who has any questions that aren't answered, you can always email us at the end, and we'll be delighted to speak to everybody who has any questions. So let me talk a little bit about what is this RapNet China platform. What is it? First of all, it's a completely different platform to RapNet as you know it. It's a Chinese platform built by Alice and Vincent for Chinese buyers. It's in Chinese, it's hosted in China, and it is a completely Chinese separate affair from RapNet. The link is that diamonds are sourced through RapNet from RapNet suppliers. So RapNet suppliers internationally list their diamonds on RapNet Buy, on the RapNet China platform, and then RapNet Buy is a full clearinghouse service platform. It's a full transactions, all details of payment, shipping, clearing through customs are dealt with by the RapNet China platform. and the diamonds are delivered directly to the buyers in China.
诶，我走错地方了吗？
Payments are guaranteed to the supplier, diamonds are guaranteed to the buyer. Why did we want to launch this RapNet platform? What's the driving force behind this right now? Well, there's a number of issues that people are having when dealing with Chinese buyers. First of all, it's very difficult for the majority of Chinese buyers, even businesses, to access diamonds from international suppliers. I often think of a metaphor. It's kind of like you see all these diamonds on display in a window, but you can just knock on the window and you can't actually get into the shop to buy because of all the difficulties of buying into China. And there are many. First of all, there's a high cost in shipping diamonds one by one to China, high cost in getting them through customs. And this has led to unhealthy transactions like in-person pickup in Hong Kong, cash transactions, and many failed and frustrated sellers and buyers because of the way the transaction chain works. Lots of different agents and hands touching the diamond and the money as it goes through the chain before it gets to the ultimate buyer. Delays between when the diamond's actually sold to when it's actually picked up to when it actually reaches the final purchaser. And of course, this is open to abuse. And many sellers will ship their diamonds on a firm mazal commitment from the buyer, only to find that the buyer doesn't show up to collect the diamonds, or says, I'm coming next week or the week after, or no, I can't travel there now, or no, the cash isn't ready yet. And the deal can drag on for months while the diamond sits there doing nothing. I've even seen many disputes after sales happen, sometimes even months after, where the buyer eventually gets the diamond and says, but this is CVD. And the seller says, are you crazy? I don't sell CVDs. But somewhere along that long chain between, let's say, India and Hong Kong and China, somebody switched the diamond and nobody knows who because it went through so many hands. So there's a lot of difficulty with the way transactions are working in China, unless you've put a lot of effort into your own infrastructure and open an office in the SDE, which very few people have. In addition to these issues with the transactions, even if those transactions were to carry on, they're almost stopped completely now because of COVID restrictions. You can't move around in Hong Kong. You can't get in and out of Hong Kong easily. You can't go to China. China can't come out. Chinese people can't come out. And so it's very, very difficult right now for the ordinary Chinese jeweler or dealer to buy diamonds in a normal, legal way. Added to that, internet sites like RapNet or our RapNet app are difficult sometimes for the Chinese buyers to use because the Chinese firewall sometimes stops their access, and it's at random times and it's for no reason. It's sometimes up, it's sometimes down, and the Chinese firewall will not be an issue with RapNetBuy.com because it is inside China, run by Chinese. So RapNet Buy solves all these issues in one package. It makes buying diamonds easier. People can operate in their own language, in their own currency, inside China, but buy a diamond from a supplier who is outside China, and RapNet will ship the diamond all the way through the SDE to the final destination, and RapNet will guarantee your money as a supplier. So there's no issue with worrying about, am I going to get paid? When am I going to get paid? How is it going to work? Rapaport guarantees the money. Because of all of this, because of the advantages, we're expecting an enormous amount of more buyers to join the platform and to utilize it. It makes it easier to sell and it makes it easier to buy. So there's a very clear need for the RapNet China platform, and in Alice and Vincent, we found the correct partners to drive this platform forward and make a huge success in China. So what I'd like to do now is ask Alice and Vincent to introduce themselves, explain their history in the diamond industry, and also what they think is going to happen with this platform and how it's going to work for the Chinese buyers. In particular, Alice, I'd like you to just explain to everybody why this platform is unique and what's different about this platform to some of the others that are around there. So Alice, over to you. You just unmute, Alice. You have to unmute yourself before you start talking. In Zoom, there's a button. Press the mute button, and you can unmute yourself. So, there you
Can
go.
you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, you can hear me, right?
We can hear you. Go ahead, Alice.
Okay. I'm Alice. Already in this business, diamond business for 30 years. And so many years, and also working as in the diamond industry till now is a big change. And from the first beginning, we don't have a certificate, and also till now, everything dealing on the certificate are online. This is what we are, what I see the changes since last 30 years. And also myself is already working with a different diamond, working with like a different locations, diamond company in India, in US, in Israel, in Belgium. And I also know for a lot of foreign manufacturer and a trader and wants to set up office in China to have their own diamond office in SDE, it is a very large cost. And also to have their salesman and to have the directly connection with the China buyer, it is also very costly and also takes long time. But and also in China, a lot of local buyer wants to buy small and the medium buyer wants to buy from outside of China, and it's also very difficult. So, and I was seeing this is RapNet as a yellow page before, but I just tell Saville and also Martin, and I said we should turn this yellow page to really trading platform, which is helping both sides, the people reduce to make the things easier, make the business easier, as like Salvo just said, and he see as also the long supply chain in the between, a lot of things happening, and also a lot of difficulties is make the things more costly. This is why we are thinking, and we need to make this RapNetBuy.com as a trading platform to helping both sides, the selling side from outside of China and from the local buyer in China, and to make the chain shorter and the price precise and also quick and safe. And also we think this is happening in a lot of different industry. It is should happening in China, in diamond industry as a B2B platform in China. This is what we, from my view, to see about it. And I think myself is just to selling the small diamonds till the bigger size diamond, the color diamonds. I have all the experiences also, and I had been involved with the Saville to build up this platform for last 2 years. So, okay, so this is what I'm, okay, Saville, I don't know if I'm saying.
You're saying fine. Can you tell me a little bit about what makes RapNetBuy.com unique compared to some of the other platforms out there?
Okay, let me see. It's like in just I don't know outside of China what is it, but in China we are the first platform. We will show all the Chinese buyer the supplier's name. It is like this is like a really RapNet buy, because RapNet, and as you get in the RapNet, you see all the different seller, and also when we are selling on our platform. All the seller they will know who's really buying from them, and we will not hide. We are not hiding who's the buyer. So we are not the trading company. We are providing service. All the other platform, they are added up their profit. They are selling and as a trading company. This is how it is. They are stealing the data. They are not doing a lot of things like illegally smuggling and everything. And this is only one company platform in China, which is working together with the GAC and GTC as a background. And also we are also have a capital behind us. We are also going to providing door-to-door business, but even with the supply chain financing from the outside of China till it's like a lot of big company and they want to sell to the China large chain, and they want the terms, but you want the cash. So probably if you have this kind of business, we can financing your receivable, and then we're trying to solve all the problems. So the other platform, I don't see any other platform is opening two sides that tell you who's your buyer, and also don't tell the buyer who's the seller. So we are going to open from two sides, make the things all more transparent, and you will not like selling to a trader. So okay, this is and also of course we are legal company. We do everything legal. We don't do any smuggling, and everything goes to the SDE. We pay tax. We do everything, and also we helping the people to do payment online, and also so this is how I see the difference. Saville, I don't know if it's
thank you, Alice. That's great. So I
okay.
did want to emphasize that partners with this within this enterprise is the NGTC. And the GAC, which is the Chinese Retail Association. Both of them are quasi-government bodies. So this is an officially sanctioned and recognized trading network, and it will be run according to the normal standards that you would expect from RapNet. Vincent, do you want to just introduce yourself? I know that you're going to speak in Chinese, and Alice will just translate, but maybe you can tell us a little bit about yourself and your history.
Yeah, Vincent, 他说你接，yeah, okay, go ahead. Yeah.
那我大家好，我简要自我介绍一下。那个我是在2011年毕业，然后呢，毕业以后呢，就是从事这个中国的这个钻石行业。然后之前
一句一句来啊 我会帮你翻译。He's studying the diamond business like from the 2011 and starting in the diamond and the jewelry industry. Yeah, okay.
之前呢是在艾迪尔那边经营过这个打造一个中国钻石一个现货交易平台，是当时国内目前最大的交易平台。
你是说之前是指哪一年？是2011年之后是吧？就之后。
2016年到2020年。
16年是吧 ？Okay. From the 2016 to 2020, and he's running a diamond trading platform under a listing company whose name is Ideal Diamond Jewelry. And this platform was the #1 trading platform locally in Shenzhen. And there's yeah.
然后在2020年的话呢，在整个行业重大的转折的时候呢，遇到了这个 Alice 的跟我沟通的这个 RapNet Buy 的这个项目。那么这个项目呢，能够帮我们之前的很多客户去解决这个报关、物流、供应商跟买家信息不一致的问题。
好，一句一句来。So from the 2020 and we met each other. He meet with me, Alice, and we had exchanged the idea, and I introduced him the idea about the RapNet Buy this idea. He think from his point of view is can helping a lot of the local buyer solve a lot of like customized cleaning house, like this kind of service, and also to import and also to like a one stop like service. Can you to have this platform to have this kind of a one-stop service? And he's very interested, and he think is solve a lot of there's a pain point, and there's solve a lot of problems for his clients. Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
所以呢，比较兴奋，也特别认可这个项目。所以呢，因此我们在这个共同的合作下，我们现在正式加入了这个团队里面。Okay.
So he's very excited with this idea, and he's thinking the same. And he think, and actually with the RapNet together and with me, and we were together able to give this market some exciting things, and to solve a lot of problems for the clients. So he's joining that time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. And I think that that helps everybody understand a lot more about who you are and what this platform can do for buyers and sellers. I see a lot of questions coming in, and I am going to answer these questions as we go. So let me jump right into how does it work, because I think that may answer a whole lot of the questions that I see coming in. And then
他说他收到很多的问题，你听得到吗？听得到吗？他说他现在邮件里边收到很多问题，他会一个一个去回答他们，有问题他才回来问我们。OK， 好 ，Yeah。
Okay, so thank you, Alice. So how does this whole thing work? You list your diamonds as a supplier on RapNet, and you can either tell us you want to automatically take all your guaranteed available diamonds up to the China platform, or you can specify which diamonds you want to take up in your upload file. You can also choose a different price for RapNet China than you want to do for RapNet worldwide, because don't forget RapNet China is a cash platform. The goods are bought before they, there's not a lot of negotiation going on. You give a price, that the goods are bought, and you send your diamond. So you may want to list a different price, but it's very easy. If you want to just list the same price, you just let us know, and we will automatically put all your goods on RapNet China. We're only taking guaranteed available goods. The RapNet China, which is rapnetbuy.com.
他说Saville, I was just because 他说他现在跟他们的卖家说，他们只拿那些就是说肯定在的东西才能够放在这上面的，那么就是不是肯定在的东西就不让他们放在这上面。然后呢，有2种价钱，一个是 RapNet 上面是放的那个是原来的价格，那么我们这边是已经是买断的价格，就应该是便宜一点。他在说，但是我有一点是不太同意的，就是说你一定要人家 guarantee 这个100%。Okay, sorry.
Let's not have this discussion now. Let me finish up and then we can talk about it.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. RapNet China displays your diamonds with full details, including who the supplier is. Like Alice said earlier, we're a service platform. We're not here to be a middleman like a dealer where we take your data and we resell your diamonds to the buyers. So your name will be there. The Chinese buyer will place the order with RapNet Buy, and we'll pay rapnetbuy.com before we ask you to send us your diamond. Once there's payment in place, we will inform you of the order, and we will ask you to deliver it to Rappaport Hong Kong. Rappaport will then ship the diamond to RapNet China through the SDE. And once shipment is received, payment of the full listed price is made to the seller. When I say shipment is received, I mean received by Rappaport Hong Kong, not in the SDE. Once it's received by Rappaport Hong Kong, which means that Rappaport Hong Kong will be purchasing the goods from you and reselling them to China. So
你应该听得懂是吧？
you
听
don't
得
have
懂
to
是吧？
worry about any export or any clearing through the SDE. That's our problem. You just have to sell your goods to Rappaport Hong Kong, but you will know who the ultimate buyer is, and they'll also know who the seller is. And then we'll deliver the diamonds to the buyer. So that's how it works. It's pretty simple. You can list your diamonds at the same price you have them on RapNet or at a different price. We're only taking guaranteed available diamonds. And we will work out how to deal with any of the issues that you're going to bring up in a few minutes. And before I go on to answer some of the questions, I just want to talk about what does it cost you? What are the fees? First of all, listing your diamonds doesn't cost anything. It's part of your RapNet membership. If you're a RapNet member, you're welcome to list your diamonds. At this stage, we cannot list diamonds that are not listed on RapNet Buy. But in about 2 months, I'm hoping to get to the stage where if you want to list diamonds on RapNet Buy and not on RapNet worldwide, you'll be able to do that. In your upload file, you'll just indicate this one to RapNet Buy, this one to both, and this one to only one of them. So you'll be able to split your diamonds if you want and say, listen, I don't want these diamonds on worldwide RapNet, but I'm happy to have them exposed to the Chinese marketplace. There'll be a $5 handling fee for each diamond that's actually sold. So any diamonds that actually get sold, there'll be a $5 charge. You'll get your whatever your asking price was, whatever you set in your listing, whatever your asking price was, less the $5 handling fee, you'll get within 10 days of delivery to us, and you'll be paid from Rappaport Hong Kong. We will reject diamonds if they do not objectively match the certificate. We're only taking GIA and NGTC certificates at the moment. So they must be certified diamonds and they must be GIA or NGTC. We will only reject the diamond if it objectively doesn't match the certificate. In other words, we don't look at color clarity and say, we don't think that it's an E or an F. We're looking at, is it the right dimensions? Is it the right weight? Is it the same certificate? Is it the same diamond that the grading laboratory saw? If it's not, we will have to return the diamond to you and you will have to pay for the cost of the rejected diamond. We are only accepting guaranteed available diamonds, obviously, because if it's not guaranteed available and the buyer wants to buy it and actually pays for it, we don't want to disappoint them by saying, sorry, this one's not available, try again. So we want to try and reduce the disappointment for the buyers by saying we are only accepting guaranteed available diamonds. So now I'd like to launch a poll. This is not really a poll. This is really a question to say, do you want in to this system right now? If you just answer yes, we will automatically add your diamonds to RapNet Buy. I may need your account number later if I don't know exactly what it is, but I'm very keen to add diamonds to RapNet Buy. Now on to some of the questions that I've seen, and I'm going to try and answer as many questions as I can right now. One of the first questions was only diamonds or colored stones too. At this stage, it's only diamonds. It's not, but colored diamonds are fine, but we're not yet doing colored stones or jewelry, but that will come. But right now, it's colored diamonds and white diamonds. Kaushik asked, do the seller and the buyer know each other? The names are there. We're going to be saying who the sellers are, and you'll get to know who the buyer is, but there's no direct communication because the buying is coming straight from, the order is coming straight from the platform itself via Rapaport, and you'll get to know who the buyer is. So that we have no problem with that. As we said again, we're a service company in this stage. But sure, you'll get to know each other, but there's no direct communication. And I think that is the same answer that Kaushik asked the same thing again in a different way. Yeah. Tejas asked something which I didn't understand. And Tejas, maybe you can type your question in a different way. Tejas asked me, will the buyers be able to take the stone without doing contracts and invoice with the STC clearing office and bank transfer? I'm not sure I understand that exactly, but I hope that I answered it when I explained the process. Rapaport Hong Kong will be buying the diamonds from you and selling it to Rapaport China. And so the STE clearance will happen through the platform itself, and the buyer doesn't have to worry about the clearance. The buyer pays in RMB in China and doesn't have to worry about bank transfers or foreign currency. And that is taken care of by the platform itself. So you will get your money from Rapaport Hong Kong, the buyer will pay Rapaport China, and the platform will take care of everything in between. Kaushik asked, can we get the buyer information? So like I said, we will give you the buyer information. I have to still tweak the system a little bit so that you can get it, but essentially, when you get the invoice, when you get the order, we will tell you the name of the buyer in the order. It still has to be programmed, but that's what the plan is. Tejas asks, will the stone price increase by 4.3%? I'm assuming you're asking about the VAT. Yeah, everything will be charged to the buyer, which will include clearing through the STE, shipping charges, as well as, yeah, I think those are the main two charges. So yes, it will increase the price of the stone. And I just want to spend a minute or two explaining what that means. There's a lot of competition in China. There's a lot of people buying and selling stones. There's a lot of different ways. Some people do it illegally, which we do not condone, and we think is a very bad practice. And the Chinese government is going to crack down on that even stronger in the future. And we've all seen what happens with the illegal transactions. We will be a legal network. Everything will be with tax and shipped through the STE. And that's why it behoves us to try and get the cheapest price possible to the Chinese buyer so that this marketplace can be a success and so that you can sell more diamonds. which is why we're asking for delivery to Hong Kong. If you're unable to deliver to Hong Kong, we will make a plan for shipment from wherever you are, but it will increase the price of your diamond to the buyer. And we want to try and keep the cost to the buyer as low as possible. So shipment to Hong Kong is preferred. If you are unable to ship and deliver to us in Hong Kong, we will make a plan to take the diamond from wherever you are, but it will that extra shipping will be added on to the buyer's cost. So you should just know that your diamond will be more expensive to the buyer that way. So when Ehud asked, do all need to be available in Hong Kong? The answer is no. Your diamonds have to be available, and we don't mind shipping from anywhere in the world, but just know that the buyer will pay that extra cost. Ehud also asked some other good questions. How many days will our company need to deliver the stone? We're going to make the stone, we're going to order the stone, and we want, within 1 business day, we want you to at least have shipped the stone so that we can get it as soon as possible. So we're asking for shipment within 1 business day of the order, and then it will get to us as fast as the shipper can get it there. And so the stone can be located anywhere in the world. Right now, I'm looking for India, Hong Kong, Belgium, Israel diamonds. Those are the diamonds that I think are the most useful right now for this marketplace. We will later open it up to America, but those are the places we're going to be organizing shipping from. Anywhere else may be a little bit more complicated and will come once the network is more established. And then Ehud asked a very good question: what criteria of stone mainly sold? In other words, what stones do we want? I'm actually going to leave that question till the end, and Alice, maybe you can answer that question. What kind of stones you want? So just remember, I'll call on you to answer that in the end. Nahul Shah asks, how does shipping work? Do we deliver to Hong Kong? Yes, you deliver to Hong Kong, and we ship it through the SDE. You can deliver it to us in Hong Kong, Rappaport Hong Kong, and that's how it works. You don't have to worry about any tax invoices in China or anything else that the platform takes care of. You will be sending your goods to Rappaport Hong Kong. And then now asks, how does the commission work? I think you're asking about what are the charges, and like I said, it's a flat $5 charge per stone sold, not per stone listed, but per stone sold. Okay, so I think Amit asked a similar question: how are the diamonds going to be delivered, which I've already answered. Tapper asked, any logistics do we need to pay? No, the logistics are dealt with, like I said, by the platform. The buyer will be paying for the shipping, so we're going to try and keep costs as low as possible. And you don't have to help send it to the customer at all. You send it to Rappaport Hong Kong. Kaushik asked a difficult question: can Rappaport Hong Kong pick up from our office? That is difficult. We don't have a huge amount of staff that we can send runners all over Hong Kong to pick up.
And we are setting up this. We have this organization already in Hong Kong. Maybe Saville, we should provide this service, because a lot of other competitors also providing this service. So we should join to provide this service. We have the people there.
I'm not against it. It's difficult. I prefer delivery in Hong Kong to our office, but if we have to do pickup, we'll have to see what the demand is and how difficult that is, because if there's too many people asking for pickup, then it's too much. We will provide the service, but I need to be careful, and the preference is for it to be delivered to our office. Okay, Tejas asks a good question again: will you look at BGM? At this stage, we are not looking at BGM. We're looking at the certificate. We'd like everybody obviously to indicate the BGM status, but right now we're looking at the certificate. We're not looking at BGM, and that will not be a reason to reject the diamond.
Saville, I think your answer is like you're not looking for BGM, right?
Correct.
Vincent， 那个就是说他们在问，就是说是如果有那个 BGM 的 goods 的话，东西的话也可以放在这上面嘛。BGM is also with the certificate, right? Sometimes.
No, the certificate never tells you BGM.
可以，没有问题。
那 what we say in the certificate that does not tell the BGM, but a lot of sellers, they are on their own official. I think in the RapNet they has the BGM like a mark, like you can just say this is a BGM, this is also not BGM, right?
That's correct,
but
it's not a reason to reject the diamond if it comes through.
Yeah. We don't reject because China is such a big market. It's everything's sellable. I think even BGM we also selling a lot before. Yeah.
Okay.
Different.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, so like I'm saying, the suppliers always should indicate BGM, but it won't be a reason to reject a certificate or a diamond.
他说他每个呢 Yeah. Okay. Right. Correct.
Okay, so Nisarg Shah asked, if I ship a single stone to RapNet Hong Kong, it's very expensive. How can we help with that? We are working on shipping solutions. Like I said, it would be
from where to where? From where to where?
probably from India to Hong Kong. Probably from India to Hong Kong.
India to Hong Kong. Okay.
We're working on it. Don't worry about it. But at the moment we'll deal with it on an individual basis. So Nisarg, you can speak to our office in India, to Sati Nair, the managing director there. She can help you with answers to the shipping. Amit Shah asks if $5 will be totally handling process. That is correct. Daval asks, and we're getting to the end of the questions now before I get to the ones that are in the chat. So I'm just going to go through them all. Daval asks, if we upload the diamond in RapNet, then who will see it? Only the Chinese buyer. Daval is really asking, will other suppliers also see the diamond? That I would imagine that yes, we will have all suppliers with login access to RapNet China. So yes, it will be open, similar to how RapNet is open. I don't think that this network is about hiding information. Vishwas asks, what is the rejected stone charges? Again, we're only going to reject stones that are mistakes. In other words, if you send us a certificate that says it's a 2-carat EVVS1, and what we get is a 1.5 carat, ESI2, that's when we'll reject it. So we're not rejecting stones based on subjective quality. It must be the diamond that was that the grading report speaks about. The charges will be shipping back to you. I don't know exactly what they'll be, but we'll have to reject the stone and then ship it back to you, and whatever that costs. We won't be making money on it. We'll just be recouping our costs for shipping it back to you. Okay, so Abhishek asks about what are the shipping charges. Like I'm saying, I'd like the diamond shipped to Raport Hong Kong. If you're unable to ship to Raport Hong Kong and need it shipped from somewhere else, we will pay those shipping charges, and I'll explain how that works in a minute. But that will be added to the buyer's cost. So just remember, the buyer will be paying for it, which makes your stone more expensive if it's not coming from Raport Hong Kong. Okay. Is the China platform strictly for industry users, or are private customers able to access? Right now it's B2B, and that's a plan for the future as well. It's a B2B network. It's not for private buyers. Alexia asks, will the seller get the money in the bank or in cash? We do not deal in cash. You will get the money in the bank. Ari Krieger asks, can outside China RapNet buyers buy from the Chinese RapNet listings too? No. This is for Chinese buyers inside China. We're not selling outside China.
Vincent 他说有人问，就是说有人如果到我们这边来买中国的钻石可以吗？人家在问这个问题，他说现在还不可以。今天正好我们谈起这个问题，听到了吗 ？Okay.
Okay. And an anonymous attendee asked, what's the difference in RapNet and Raport China and RapNet China? And is this basically like Amazon? I'm not sure about the Amazon comparison, but the difference is as follows. RapNet is a listing service where people negotiate directly and deal directly with no intermediation. RapNet China is listed diamonds from RapNet, but all the transactions are taken care of through the platform. And that's the big difference. So shipping is taken care of, taxes are taken care of, transactions, import, everything is taken care of by the platform. So I don't want to talk about Amazon comparisons and go into the differences there, but that's the difference between RapNet and RapNet China. Kaushik sharpened his questions. He says, so it means customer has to pay 4.3% on the price and shipping, or will it be Rapaport? The customer will be paying for the import taxes, the VAT, as well as the shipping charges. So we're going to try and keep those shipping charges as low as possible to make this platform as attractive as possible to the customers. But all the other charges will be charged to the customer. The supplier will not have to bear any of those other charges. Niha, we're getting to the end, guys. Niha Shah asks, have you asked buyers and got a poll if customers in China are keen to pay the taxes, knowing that the current dominant way diamonds are reaching them is smuggling? Basically, you don't say that, Niha, but that's what you imply. It's not about asking the buyers as much. It's about what's going on in China. The crackdown on smuggling is only going to intensify. The restriction on movement is not lifting anytime soon. And in fact, it looks like Hong Kong is going into full lockdown. And Chinese buyers will buy legally if they have an easy way to do it. Right now, it's very, very difficult and very expensive for them because to clear through the SDE is very expensive. By doing it through this platform, we're going to be making it as cheap as possible and as legal as possible. So I think we have already 2,000 or so Chinese buyers waiting on the platform for everyone to load their diamonds, and we are ready to start. So you know, this platform is not for people who want to smuggle. That's just not the Rapaport way. Miha Javeri asks, can we buy diamonds from Chinese suppliers? This isn't a two-way platform at this stage.
Wait. Vincent, can you hear me?
Yes.
他今天就是说有人就是说想买中国的钻石怎么搞的一个事情，他说现在还是不可以的，所以我 yeah, because we see a lot of demands is like right now after the Russia and the Ukraine the war, and also the prices are getting very high outside of China. Even in China internally the price is cheaper than outside of China. So there's lots of people even asking me how they can buy from China. Okay, so maybe we should find a way. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Maybe, but not. That's not for this platform.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Let's keep ourselves focused.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. If we don't have an office at Hong Kong, can we deliver to India, Rapaport? We're going to talk about the shipping in a minute, because, like I said, we will be giving shipping solutions. But every time you want to ship directly from you want to deliver to us in a place that isn't Hong Kong, it will put the price of your diamond up for the buyer. And we just have to bear that in mind. So if you can get it to Hong Kong, that means your diamond will probably be the cheapest. If you can't, you'll be a bit more expensive. And we will talk about the shipping in a minute. The question is coming up about QC a few times, and what about if the buyer rejects the stone? At this stage, if the diamond matches the certificate, there is no rejection. That is what they're paying for. They're not paying for anything other than what the certificate says. So the buyer can't reject the stone by saying, I didn't know it was milky, or I didn't know it was this or it was that. You obviously must display all the things about the stone that are not in the certificates, like milky and opens and naturals and the VGM and all of those things. But that's not a cause for rejecting the stone as long as it matches the certificate. Okay. Our office in Hong Kong is in Central, for those who are asking. I'm just looking through the rest of the questions. Most of them are the same kind of answers. Shipping comes up a lot. We'll talk about shipping in a minute. Okay, I'm just scrolling through the questions. Give me a second, everybody. Sandeep saying, if you have brochures to share, please, as well as the particulars. We have a PowerPoint that I'll be sending out to everybody after this conversation. It's similar to what I have here that I went through, but also some extra information. Okay, I'm just going through the questions. 1 second. Okay, how many days until we receive the payment from time of delivery? We're saying 10 business days at the moment. That just gives us time to make sure we get all the diamonds and we do the payment. I'm hoping to even bring that down, but maximum 10 business days after we receive the diamond in Hong Kong. And it will all be through bank accounts. No negotiation on the platform. People are asking, is there negotiation? I'm saying there's no negotiation on the platform. The price that you ask for is the price that is paid. There's no return policy. So Kushal asked, can we upload with 2 different prices? Like if you want to confirm the stone blind without return policy, is that different to if you confirm the purchase? Right now, the policy is you confirm the purchase, you get the diamond, there's no returns, unless the diamond doesn't match the certificate. So you don't need 2 different prices for that. Okay, Alice, a lot of people are asking this question, which you should answer. What size of diamonds is the primary focus for your platform? People have been asking, what quality do we want to know? I've had a few suppliers asking me the same thing, and I'm saying we want everything, but they still want to know, we've got a lot of goods, what should we focus on? What should we send you?
Vincent，还是他们有几个供应商在问，就是说中国市场是希望是哪一些货？他说他已经跟他们说了，我们什么东西都可以。那但是他们说我们还是想要知道，把那个就是说是货物的一个 range，就是说需要的货品。那你介绍一下。
好的，在中国的话呢，经过我们这个长期的这个工作经验里面的话，是30分以上的 GIA 的，然后呢，这个
30 points up GIA，
没有奶咖率
，no BGM，
这种货品的话会比较受欢迎。
This is more welcoming。这是那个大小呢？那个就是说分数段30分以上到多大的是最好？
到现在到20克拉吗？
到20克拉有点太大了吧？10克拉？
对，差不多。
So 30 points to 10 carats.
Any particular colors or clarities?
颜色跟净度的一个需求范围呢？
在中国的话是勾色以上到SIE 以上的 SI2 以上的区域不同。
The most welcoming is of course is J up。中国怎么样？你再说。
中国的区域太大了，然后呢，它这个每个区域用的不一样。像东北的话，它是偏于这个颜色低，但是尺寸要大。但是这个江南地区的南方这边呢，就是对3亿无垠的为多，所以这个各种货品需求量都挺大的。但是大部分还是希望奶咖率的。
就大部分还是不要奶咖率的，是吧？小部分呢还是有用呀，就是说便宜呀，是吧？
对，是的，是的。
Yeah. So, for in China, because in China he said there's like in the northern area, it is the people need like a they can use a low quality, but they want the bigger size. And in the south area is more like a better color, and purity can be low. Purity is keep like SI2 up, and BGM is like 80% of people does not accept 80 like BGM, but when the price is very cheap, so the BGM still sellable. So very difficult to tell is like how it's going. So it is like in percentagely, it's like 30 points up to the 10 carats, and 80% is no BGM, 20% can be BGM, but from the quality, purity is SI2 and up. And this is a totally different than American market and also Saudi Arabia. This is different. So, and okay, so this is how it is, like SI2 up and no BGM and 30 points to the 10 carats. And so and the triple EX and the VG 3VG up is best, right? 那个 Vincent cutting 是怎么在 cut 上面是怎么说 ？cut 上面
什么上面？
就是说切工的要求都是 VG 以上的，还是 G 也可以的
G 也可以，G 的我们也买很多，G 的。
Yeah, okay. G color the cutting is like very flexible from the good and the VG and the EX, so everything sellable, no problem. It's just goes with the price. I don't know if it's good or not.
Yeah, I think that's fine. That's great. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just looking through the last questions in the chat. The question about who's buying. Rapaport Hong Kong will be buying these diamonds. So that's who will invoice you. That's who you will invoice. That's who you'll get payment from. So that's very important to understand. The $5 charge is per diamond, not per invoice. And the buyer will be Rapaport Hong Kong. So that's important for you to understand. That's what you'll be writing in your books, and that's who will be paying you. The buyer will not be coming to Rapaport to Hong Kong to pick up the goods. The goods will all be shipped through to the China and cleared through the SDE. The buyer does not get to accept or reject the diamond, only will be rejected if it is not a GIA matching the certificate. Okay, now I see that most of the rest of the questions here are all about, yes, it does apply to fancy colors, by the way. All the questions here I see are about shipping. Currently, like I said, I would like the diamonds shipped to Rapaport Hong Kong. If it's not feasible or you're unable to do that, we will ship from anywhere in the world. At this stage, we're starting with, like I said, Belgium, Israel, India, Hong Kong. And Rapaport is busy organizing a shipping solution that you won't have to pay for that shipping. You'll ship under your name. You'll export it under your name, but the shipping charge will be charged to the platform. That shipping charge will be added to the invoice to the buyer. So the cheaper your diamond, the more chance of it being sold. The shipping obviously has an influence on that. I think answered just about all the questions that there are, and I see we are at 8 minutes to the hour, or 8 minutes to the half an hour, and we're running out of time. We've kept people here for a long time. I think if there are any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask them to me or to our local, anybody in any of your local offices. I can tell you that Tara, the manager in our Hong Kong office, and Sati, the manager in our India office, are experts in the system and know exactly what's going on, and you can ask them any question. Certainly in Israel, you can talk to Amit or any of the customer service people there. And so please, if you have any other questions, we will answer them as quickly as possible. And I would like very much to say to Alice and to Vincent, thank you very much. We are excited about this. It's been a long project, 2 years to get off the ground, and now we're about to launch. I'm very pleased that we've had a very positive response from people who would like to have their diamonds listed on RapNet Buy. We've got, I think, 64 suppliers who answered here that we can list their diamonds on RapNet Buy as a result of this discussion, and everything will become clearer as we send out more information. So I want to say thank you to everybody and ask Alice if there's any final words she wants to say before we close off.
No, and I think is I hope I'm also very much looking forward to have a successful business in the future, and also I also hope like we will get more seller and go through our platform to find your new buyer, and also we can do a good service to you all. And but the Saville, we from our side I need you to know, and also we had to do a research in China, and also we also need the American market the goods as well, because a lot of people now buying more and more bigger size goods, like from the 2 carats to 10 carats, different kind of quality. Okay, just to let you know.
Everything will come, but
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you very much,
Okay.
everybody.
Bye.
I hope I've answered all your questions. If you have more questions, please don't hesitate. We'll be emailing out a copy of this webinar that you can listen to again if you want to, as well as the PowerPoint presentations to help you. Thank you very much, everybody, and we really appreciate it. And I'm hoping that we can help you sell more and more and more. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you. Yeah. Bye. Bye. Hello.